Art Deco is one of the most wanted styles in the watch world because it combines elegance with heritage, so handsome lines with some depth behind it. One brand especially dedicated to Art Deco is the Los Angeles-based independent company Bremoir. They launched with the Lexington and the Eastern, two very unique pieces, and I had the pleasure to check out the Lexington here in detail for quite some time. Now, the next project for Bremoir is the South Beach, and I have the very strong feeling that we see something with cream on top. The South Beach is named after the Art Deco capital of the United States in Miami, and it is currently part of a Kickstarter campaign. So let's begin with the specifications. We have a hand-wound watch with a case width of 29.5 millimeters, a length lug-to-lug of 41.5 and a height of 8.3. Lug width is 20. The watch is equipped with a sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, and it is waterproof up to 50 meters. Movement is the Swiss-made D100 caliber made by La Joux-Perret with some nice decoration and a power reserve of 50 hours. The watch comes with two dial choices, and either on a rubber, a sailcloth strap, or on a mesh bracelet. Prices start at $1,585 US, which are roughly 1,350 euros. So let's go over the details. Two dial colors. The silverish one here is called Surf Club, and the other one is the Riptide dial. I will focus more on the Surf Club because I find it way more appealing. Look at these colors. We have a minute track in teal, an orange subdial for the seconds, plus a little second track in pink. Read these colors out loud and you will think about an energy drink from the 80s. It sounds upright weird. Teal, orange, pink, and that on a silver plate. But then you look at the watch and you need to revise that first impression. It fits 100%. When you accept the roots of it, which is South Beach with its Art Deco buildings in exactly these colors. And this together with, at first glance, a very simple dial layout. It is super legible and uncluttered, but at second glance you realize that there's a lot going on. First, exquisite fonts. Interesting placement of the numerals. We have these long indices on 1, 5, 7 and 11, which divide the space of the rectangular dial with some tension. Then little dots at 3 and 9, different sized indices in the inner section of the dial, that brushed ring, which by the way is stainless steel. The hands are rather small, unloomed and thermally blued, so in result we have an enormous, let me repeat this, an enormous amount of details, materials, textures, but everything arranged in a way that is just neat. But essentially here's also the case. The classic tank, which has adopted its form well from combat vehicles, but also from buildings. Most tanks have something architectural to them. We find an emphasis on the length. Size-wise, the case is moderate, not big, not tiny, just in the region where most modern tanks are situated. Interesting is also the crown, which follows historic examples with this wheel-like form. Also worth knowing is Bremoir as a rather small and young outfit, founded only 4 years ago in 2021. So normally you would expect something more basic from them, but these two watches are pretty much all out. Nothing here is straight from the rack with exception of the movement. The G100 though is a high quality caliber, and it comes even with blued screws in this example and Genève stripes in a handsome form. In one word, expensive. In fact, we have a rather high price tag. It's created by design components, unfortunately tariffs, and mounts up to $1,985 US. Yes, you've heard right, we are at 2K, because the earlier stated price of $1,585 is the Kickstarter price, so the early bird gets a $400 discount. Less information availability. The campaign is already a success and will be closed in early October. Manufacturing then in late 2025, assembly in 2026 and delivery in March 2026. And you can absolutely bet that one of the earliest models will find its way into the dark chamber, which is the studio of Caseback Tim for an in-depth review. So that's all for this episode. Let me know in the comments what do you think about the Bremoir South Beach. Thank you very much and see you next Monday to watch the week.